Hey, this is Rich, and you're watching another of the Intercontinental Group of Awesome, where I and some of my friends across the pond, uh, America and Europe, we play tabletop RPGs together. This is the third session of an Apocalypse World campaign. Apocalypse World is one of my favorite RPGs. Second edition just came out this year. It's from Vincent and McGay Baker. It's a fabulous game set in a post-apocalyptic world. This world is called Junk World, and it's set on New Junk City, which is like inspired by some play-by-post games that I've participated in with some really good friends, and I foisted it upon these guys, but I kept it loose so that we could all create a bit of the world together, and we certainly have. We have like a decrepit Chuck E. Cheese that's a radio station. We have this crazy garage with a sun-worshipping priest who seems to be slowly taking over, or is he? We also have, some weird clinic run by a girl with handlebars for shoulder pads or something. I don't know. It's crazy. You should see the picture for a long shot. It's the best picture. Cool. So as we come into the third session, this will be our last session for a number of weeks, and then we'll try to sneak in a couple in December. But with it being holidays and a lot of stuff going on in personal lives, I can only really guarantee that one or the two of them will happen. And it's like a soft guarantee, but I feel good. I feel hopeful. I don't think I can go a whole month without some games with the Intercontinental Group of Awesome, honestly. It's like it would be a horrible holiday season if we couldn't make that happen. And I have read on the internet that in Europe they also have Christmas. So, we can all have the holiday fun together. So, they're pleasantly nodding along instead of mocking me for being a dumb American. Alex, remind us, who are you playing in this game?
I'm father son. I went out into the deep garbage piles and came back sunburnt with a magic glove. And now I try and mess with everyone I meet to get my own way.
You don't have to try. I think you successfully mess with everyone you meet.
And it seems I have a thing for powerful women.
It seems.
Yes.
However, you are ostensibly working for Upper 10, who is the non-player character hardholder of the game, supposed to be getting him information on the gang being the Candy Bar Gang, which is an all-girl gang that take their name after different brands of candy bars that they then will find rappers for and put all over their bikes and the like. You found a great deal of information in this last session, and we had a big reveal at the end that we'll pick up with in a little bit. Next, we have Jan. Jan, tell us about your character.
I'm Redfink. I'm the news. I have a little radio station built into a shack that used to be some sort of a Chuck E. Cheese. It has some animatronics and weird stuff standing around. Not hardly any of it works, of course, but and I've recently pissed off the candy bars a bit by claiming that they were recruiting, and then they came to take some revenge and shot the leg of my bodyguard.
Indeed. I thought that was interesting that you were talking about what was standing and what wasn't standing in your radio station. I guess you were leading into that. It's a good one. It's good. Last but not least, we have Jules. Jules, tell us about your character.
I am playing Longshot, who is your friendly local neighborhood angel, who is slightly sadistic and enjoys the screams of her patients and tends to sell the most of the painkillers to people who are just looking to use some drugs instead of saving them for a good occasion. And she's been working on, what was the man who lost his leg? That guy? This guy's not bleeding him to death anymore?
Brick.
Brick?
Grip.
Okay. Grip.
Brick,
yes.
like in a wall.
Grip.
The other guy.
That guy.
Yes. So we will pick up.
Another brick in the wall, though.
Well, since I want to make sure that the timelines align as best as possible, we're going to pick up with Longshot over the body of Brick. Brick had his right leg half of it blown off pretty much at the knee, shot with a shotgun at close range. Almond Joy of the candy bars pulled the trigger, and then AJ and Watcha, short for Whatchamacallit, the two of them left you with the bleeding and dying Brick. However, Longshot came along because you were broadcasting all of this. All of this was broadcast to New Junk City and those out in the nowheres who were listening in. You're a big, famous member. You're the news. So, of course, there were lots of people who were just riveted. Some people at Pips, which is a local bar, they're discussing if it was some kind of radio drama, because surely Brick wouldn't get shot down like that. Like, oh man, the candy bars would never have done that. Really? Oh, who got the candy bars to play along? Because first you're talking about the recruitment. Is this some kind of recruitment drive? That's the rumor that's going on at Pips. But here we are with a big, huge pool of drying blood around the body of Brick. Nearby is Deb, your assistant. She is asking if you want her to keep broadcasting, like switch to music, what you want to do. What is, because we found out in the last session a nice little reveal that Ratfink, who lives up to his name very well, actually cares about Deb and Brick quite a bit. So as Longshot here is put a tourniquet on, put in some blood coagulants and some other bits of her medical gear that she just recently got some new equipment from Upper 10. She's taking care of that. What is it that Ratfink is doing?
I'm hovering. Going like,
cool.
Can I help? Can I help? Is there anything I can do? Or?
You can get out of my way. That'd be very helpful.
Nice.
Also, give me a drink.
Yeah, sure.
You have any whiskey? Like the good stuff.
Well, I'll get you the best we have.
Excellent.
Nice.
Which is more like hooch, but hey.
The best hooch.
Exactly. Now, at the very end, we had discussed the fact that Longshot has a move called Touched by Death. When someone is unconscious in your care, you can use them for augury. When someone's died in your care, you can use their body for augury. So you currently have someone unconscious in your care. You can use them for augury. Augury is a very special kind of move. And I copied that into the moves tab. Briefly.
Right.
Yeah, when you're able to use something for augury, you roll plus weird, and on a hit, you can do things like reaching through the world's psychic maelstrom to something or someone connected to it, isolate and protect a person or thing from the world's psychic maelstrom, isolate and contain a fragment of the world's psychic maelstrom itself, create a pocket universe, as it were, insert information into the world's psychic maelstrom, or open a window into the world's psychic maelstrom, which means you can look in, but it can't harm you, and you can't actually touch it. The effect will last only as long as you maintain it. However, you can make some choices around the idea of trying to keep it up, having it persist for a long time, or changing the depth of how much you reach into the psychic maelstrom. So the first question that I have, Longshot, is the psychic maelstrom in Junk World. It looks different to some individuals than it does to others. What is it that Longshot sees when she opens her brain to the psychic maelstrom?
Good question.
Should have told you I was going to ask this ahead of time, huh? It would have been
I think Longshot is fairly clean. Like, she'll drink some alcohol, but she doesn't do any drugs. So I think this is the only sort of drug type experience that she has. And I think in the psychic maelstrom, there's like a place where there's no junk whatsoever. It's just empty.
So does she see a reflection of this world except like before, or in this idealized place where there is no junk, and that's how she's able to see clearly because there isn't all of this detritus and trash in her way? Is
Yeah, it's just like it's like a pause. Like there's some billowing, dust and stuff, but it's just empty
Oh, wow. That is really fascinating.
and kind of unnerving.
I would imagine so. Now, this augury needs to be keyed with rolling plus weird. So before we roll dice, let's ask. Does anybody want new highlights?
I rolled the die. I rolled for my augury last time, though.
Oh, you did. That's right.
Yes,
well, that's
and
still
I rolled snake eyes, I think, or at least I failed.
Okay.
Sure,
well, you've got 4. You got 2 2s up here, so
okay.
You got doubles. You roll doubles. That means nothing in Apocalypse.
That means nothing.
But let's real quick though, just while I thought of it, because I'll forget. I'm sorry.
I could use some new highlights.
Okay, great.
Well, then we all do highlights.
Yeah.
Let's do that thing.
Let's go.
Father, son, look on your sheet and discount Grace because Jen is not able to play with us.
Roughing.
All right.
And we should be a fucking weirdo.
Sorry?
Weird.
Weird, yeah. Cool.
I will also highlight something. I'm going to highlight hard.
Oh.
Ratthink. Who highlights you?
That will be Thorson.
Okay, Ratthink. I kind of want Ratthink to have hard as well, because I think he needs revenge.
Well, we don't want him going off half-cocked, so we'll have him highlight sharp as well.
All right.
Longshot, who highlights you?
Ratthink.
Oh. I want you to be hot.
Okay.
Well, I want you to seek this augury stuff again, so I'll have you highlight weird as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
On a miss, with this move, it's not a defined miss. It's just a miss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bring it. Bring your hard move, man.
Cool. When you use brick, like you've used patience for augury before, right? I would imagine that's you most of the time. That's when you open your brain. Do you have your hands on them normally, or is it just something where you find a place of calm nearby? How do you initiate it? What does it look like?
Well, I tell everyone around, like, I think he's stable now, but I'm going to need a blood sample. I lift up his wrist, I cut it, and I let the blood drip onto my hand.
Cool. So you let the blood drip onto your hand, and you can see it. It pools, right? And it starts to seep in between your fingers. And you feel that shift as the world grows quieter, as it feels more open to your mind. You look around here, and the slightly rotten, threadbare faces of those animatronic creatures look whole. They have an even creepier looking smile. And Deb and Ratthink are gone, but still the body of Brick is here.
Mm-hmm.
His eyes are open and he's whispering, but he does not seem to be talking directly to you.
Or I pull it in.
You pull in. Oh, cool. You pull in close. Brick, who's staring up at the ceiling, and the ceiling itself is actually gone. Like you can see the sky, and it's like this sepia toned sky with a yellowish sun off in the distance, like it's starting to set. And the words that come out of Brick's mouth, almond joy and whatchamacallit. Almond joy and whatchamacallit. Almond joy and whatchamacallit. He keeps whispering it over and over like a mantra. Like a mantra that's either holding him here or is him trapped. He he's
I slap him in
whispering.
the face.
You do.
Yeah.
He jerks. And he blinks. And he looks around. What else is going on here?
You had a bit of an accident. It's time to wake up now. Get back to work.
Well,
No use lying around being lazy.
yeah, right. Where's the hell am I? Where the hell are we?
I will get back soon enough. I hope. What were you whispering about AJ and whatchamacallit?
He killed me. Yeah?
No. Not on my watch. But just fine. Maybe even better.
So
We're gonna fix you up right and good.
you saved me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Polite thing would be to say thank you. How much do I owe you? Long shot.
Well. I guess it would be polite if that was what someone wanted.
When who wants it?
And then you hear Ratfink's voice again.
Mm-hmm.
And the blood has grown a bit dry between your fingers and on your palm. Sticky. Brick takes a sharp breath and starts to sit up.
I assume I actually did slap Rick and like there's like a bloody fingerprint on his head now.
That is very true. There's a bloody fingerprint. However, Ratfink, you never saw Longshot hit Ratfink. I don't know. Did you notice that rosy red handprint appear on his face out of nowhere, or is it just now when he starts to wake up that you see it?
I just come in with a canister with some hooch in there, and like I suddenly noticed like, well, that's weird, but I don't say anything about it. Just I hand her and I just go like, here's your drink,
Thank you.
and I sort of still looking at the face, kind of.
Boss, think I could have anything to drink?
I think so. But I don't know.
Should be fine. I hand him some of the hooch.
He looks down. He sees that his right leg is only half there. Have you attached a prosthetic, or is that going to take some time?
I probably have maybe an extension that will at some point hold a prosthetic, but
do you need something for that? I mean,
what have you got?
well, I mean, we've got that's mouse thing standing back there. It has like a foot.
That sounds good. Get it off and bring it here.
Okay.
Hey, don't drink all the hooch, Brick. I grabbed the hooch bag.
You did take a long draught of the hooch. A bit of a cough after he finishes his drink. And yeah, if you're willing to dismantle one of the animatronics and try to fashion a leg, I'll let you do that if that's what you want to do.
Yes. Does it make a cool sound when he steps on it? Like, pew, pew, pew.
He's never going to sneak up on anybody ever again.
No. Excellent.
Cool. We're going to stay with you guys for just a little bit longer, get an idea. Once you have this up, Brick's going to be pretty tired. You know, it's been a bit of an ordeal. Do you want to try to drag him to his cot or wherever it is he normally sleeps, or Do you just leave him here in the floor where he fell?
I'd suggest bringing him to his cot.
Okay. So I think with Deb's help, the three of you can help Brick to stand up, and he's not really going to be able to withstand the pain of walking on that leg right now. So he'll kind of half hop, half limp with somebody supporting him, I assume. Or I think maybe you help him to his cot. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's gonna hurt like a bitch for a couple of weeks.
So, long shot.
Mm-hmm. 3 jingle.
Yeah.
1 for my supplies, 1 for my efforts, and 1 for because I just saved your friend's life.
Yeah, that was what I was going to ask about. There's just one small, big problem. I don't have the 3 jingle right now.
What do you mean? You're like big radio guy.
Yeah. It's not. It's not a big paying thing. Like
Well,
costs.
do you have barter?
Well, I was going to work on that.
Okay, so you have no barter and you have no jingle. What can you offer me?
Well, I was hoping that we could come to some agreements. Like, I can maybe pay you later, or
Pay me later. Okay. I don't think that's gonna work. I need some things now. Do you have any more of that hooch?
yeah.
Okay. How about I take your hooch, I take your microphone, and I take you.
What?
It's been a long week. I can use some relaxation.
Oh, I mean, well,
I mean, a microphone is useless to me, but I assume you want it back pretty well because it's kind of hard to do the thing you do without it. So that seems like good collateral.
yeah, how am I supposed to do my show without microphone?
Well, then you'll be extra motivated to get the jingle.
It sounds like a really bad deal for me.
Well, getting your people shot seems like a really bad deal.
Yes.
Deb cuts in. Hey, we can just play music. Like, we won't cut in, but we can still do the feed through the player. That'll buy us some time.
I guess. Yeah. Okay. I guess we got a deal then.
All right. So I sort of take the hooch and I sort of go off to the Radio Shack and I take the microphone. If there's some bolts, we'll just quickly unbolt them. And I'm like,
Sure.
well, that's 2 out of 3.
Come on, I think you're gonna seal the deal and be number 3 out of 3 here.
Yeah. I mean, so when do you want to? Like,
Roof?
oh, okay. Like right now.
I can come back tonight. If that's better for you.
I mean, but whatever you want, I guess.
Okay, right now it's good. I got stuff to do. I should probably talk to Upper 10 at some point. Can't wait.
So later then.
No, it's fine.
Oh.
I sort of sling the microphone over my back, and I walk up to the stairs to the roof, and I sort of hand him some of the hooch while I do that. Yes, I still have brick spot on me.
That's sanitary. That's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rathink, what do you do?
I
Go upstairs.
And take
All
one for
right.
your team.
Yes, I take one for the team.
I mean, the movie version of this, is this just wham bam? Thank you, ma'am. Is Longshot completely in control here? Like,
That's how Longshot likes it.
okay. Rathink, do you have, like, after this, what is the one part of this that you'll remember? What's one moment from this that will be something you look back on for good or ill? Your choice. While you're thinking, the angel has the sex move. The angel special.
Mm-hmm.
So when another character has sex, your HX with them on your sheet goes immediately to +3, and they get +1 HX with you on their sheet.
That rolls me over, I think.
I don't think it can, actually.
Oh, so I
It
go to
just
4.
takes you to +3.
Oh, it takes me to +3. Okay.
Goes to +3. You don't pass go. You don't collect $200. Sorry.
Aw.
I know.
+3.
Yeah, I was
And
already
then-
at +3.
Oh. Well, I went to +3 now.
And then the news has some stuff too. But
Yes.
but let's circle back. What is the thing that you'll remember about this love making, rutting, servicing, however you want to call it?
I think, and I mean, Jules can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think at least Redfink will be surprised that even though Longshot is very rough and
very direct in her dealings, like when it comes to having sex, there's actually a more tender side. Maybe not.
On Ratfink's side, you mean?
Huh?
On Ratfink's side, or?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
like
okay.
How he perceives it.
Oh, wow. That is... Okay. Not the part where I slapped you in the face with your own microphone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I like this. I like that. Everyone's like, yeah, but we had a moment.
Great. Oh, Longshot, is there anything about this night of carnal delight with Ratfink that you'll carry with you?
I think Longshot is just happy to enjoy herself and see what she can get people to do. She might still lay afterwards, just lay down for 5 minutes and almost just be in a quiet physical situation. At which point it becomes clear that her back is covered in chemical burns.
Ooh. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
So I guess you're on top then. It's just to make sure that yeah, there we go.
Of course.
So first we have the news special. You have some questions.
Hey, my sex move does say that if it brings my HX to +4, they reset to +1 again, and I mark experience.
No, it's for I get a +1.
No, if it's for my sex move, it says that.
Yeah, no, and I mean your HX goes to +3, and I get a +1.
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. So you would roll over.
So I would roll over if I went to +1.
It's a little odd, but yeah, that's exactly how I read it. It just takes you to 3. If you were at 3, you get nothing out of it. But
bad
the other
XP
person.
horsing.
So the sex move is if you and our character have sex, you see through each other's personas and get a glimpse of the person underneath. They can choose to ask 1, 2, or 3 questions, and I can ask you the same number back.
There are
Cool.
3 questions. There's the list. Let me drop it into our chat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Ratfink, what are you most afraid of?
Of losing the people close to me. Those are Brick and Deb.
What do you do that's just an act?
Pretty much everything. like everything, almost everything that Ratfink does is pretty much a facade, except maybe like his like relations with his crew.
Okay. Who do you secretly love?
Good point from Alex there.
To the NPC list.
that is 3 questions that you have.
Yes.
I'm greedy.
I will get 3 questions back, but let's. Oh yeah, arrow. 100% lives.
Oh, nice. Cool. I like Arrow. She's fun.
All right, now I get to ask you 3. What do you do as just an act?
Relaxing.
What are you most proud of?
Of continually being able to stay in control of the situation and everyone in it.
Who do you secretly hate?
Father son. Because he has freaky mind control powers.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Please come again.
So long shot, once you're done and you guys ask these questions and share what passes for intimacy with you, do you stay here for the night or do you head off?
Oh yeah, it was getting night, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was the yeah, probably because she doesn't really have a set place to sleep, so I guess this is convenient.
Do you sleep up here on the roof?
Yeah, if it's a nice enough night, yeah.
Cool. So you lay down and you try to, you had some strenuous exercise. It's been a heck of a day. Do you normally just kind of go until you pass out, or do you generally relax a little bit and drift off into sleep?
Kind of go until I pass out. But she's not very comfortable sleeping with someone else, so she'll probably wait a while and then get up and then move a few meters down the roof and then sleep there.
Cool. So you move a few meters down. Ratfink, do you fall right asleep? I mean, you get to have sex tonight. It's pretty great, right?
I mean, all for the family. But yeah, I just I'll actually sort of probably find a place to rest and check it on Brick regularly.
And on the beautiful microphone shaped bruise on your face.
Yes.
Like all little roster.
Yeah. Deb will probably not ask about that, but she will mark it. So you head a few meters off by yourself, Ratfink nervously getting up every once in a while up and down the stairs. trying to drift off to sleep, long shot. And when it's quiet, right, it's hit that point where it's gotten really cold. Most of the smells of Junk World are a little far away here. Starting to drift into some semblance of sleep when you hear, just gently, almond joy and whatchamacallit. Almond joy and whatchamacallit. Almond joy and whatchamacallit.
I sort of jump up, or it's like jump out and try to see if there's someone next to me.
You're alone up on the roof at this moment.
Oh shit. Then I grab all the rest of the hooch and drink it all in one go and try to go back to sleep.
Nice. Cool. So you're getting trashed
Yes.
when you hear, it's muffled, but I mean, if we look at the map for where things are versus you guys, when the shot rings out,
Oh god.
I don't know. Did we place where you're at on the map? I don't think we did that, did we? Oh, it's a missed opportunity. I should have addressed that. Where is it that you see? Where do you see things? I'm sorry. Where do you see your radio station at on the map, Ratfink? We'll add that to the map.
Let's see. Map.
It's a map. It's a map.
I think it's like off on the there's just there's the market square at 2, and it's probably like one of the buildings like adjacent to that square.
Cool. Okay, that sounds good to me. And we will what we'll do is we'll replace Old Clinic with Ratfink's radio station. Oh, Junkrat Radio. Sorry. All right.
Because there's no clinic anyway, so makes sense.
That's right. I don't know where that came from. Some fool. Oh shoot! I'm trying to fix the actual map. Oh, give me a sec here. There we go. Change the order. Hold on. I am having technical difficulties because we're about to have a shot ring out, and I want to make sure we have places that make sense. So let me front. There we go. That's what I wanted. Thank you. All right, and I'm in the actual drawing, so oof. I will save that as a PNG and save and bring it back up. Oh, yeah, it's gonna look cool. All right, there we go. So save as. No, not a PDF, dummy. Can't upload a PDF into our map tab, but I can.
By the way, while you're doing that, I've taken my advance.
Oh, what advance did you purchase?
When I'm reading someone, I can roll plus weird instead of sharp.
That seems like a good idea.
I will know all the things.
Awesome. So if you take a look at the updated map, we now have Junkrat Radio over there by the market stalls. So you're not far from Upper Tens. In fact, from the roof, long shot, you could see the lights of Upper Tens Place. In the quiet night, if you have really good hearing, you can almost hear Donkey Kong, but not quite. Because they have that amazing Adobe brick. Adobe brick. Whatever that is, Adobe brick PDFs or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I think based on that, then you probably aren't going to hear a shot ring out. So we'll just jump straight over to where the shot did ring out, which was echoing in the candy bar garage as father-son was having a deep and intimate conversation with a member of the Candies who's talking with who?
I'm trying to remember which one.
Abazaba.
Abazaba, yes. The one who's
Yeah.
actually in control, but kind of quietly in control.
She is. And you guys had a nice conversation about why she doesn't take over, why Clark is the
Face.
it's what everybody's the face, the mouthpiece of the gang. And that's when you heard a single shot from a
I think I
revolver.
also told her just before that the upper 10 had hired me to
Infiltrate.
I don't know, infiltrate it, yeah.
And you said you did not believe you were the only one.
Yeah, but I did not know if there's anyone else.
Didn't know. And she had said, well, can you help me find the others? I think that was about the time when the shots rang out.
Yeah.
It was a
And
single
I'm sure
shot.
nothing to do with me.
Yeah, obviously nothing to do with you. Right? You're standing right there. You couldn't have done anything. Your hands are clean. So 3 shots rang out, 1 followed by 2 in quick succession, and then a series of clicks. And that everybody is up. People grabbing guns, girls screaming for what the hell's going on. Abba Zaba, she's in your face, and there's a moment where she points at you. She goes, "Don't move." And you two were standing out. She was smoking and shared a cigarette back and forth with you. So you got a door kind of open. You're looking out over the junk in the night. What do you do when she threatens you, says, "Don't move"?
I don't think I kind of just easy.
Cool. She doesn't have a gun. So she'll turn from you. And she's going to head in. You know what they're going to find.
I'm going to follow, but keeping some space. I don't want to be the center of anything at this moment, but I also...
Cool.
Yeah.
So you don't want to follow. You follow. You don't want to be the center of this. They generally sleep in a pile. And so they don't have to move far. And you see... as a couple of the girls, Zero and also AJ, they've grabbed. Sorry, just making sure I get my names right. So I'm going to glance at something real quick.
I'm going to guess Payday.
Yeah, they have grabbed Payday, and they are dragging her back to the couch. And she's screaming like, "No, she asked for it. She asked for it." And you see Zagnut, see her body. She's been shot in the head twice. The 3rd shot didn't hit her. Evidently, her Payday's hand. Like the 3rd shot, it had just been enough of a kick from the revolver that's laying on the ground. Blood starting to pool out. She's gone, way gone. Zagnut is no longer a threat to you. And they drag her to the couch, and they're going to subdue her. Like, they're going to beat the hell out of her because she just shot a member of the Candies. She just came out of being a prospect. What do you do?
Is Abu Zabu far ahead of me, or just...
You can
close?
grab her by the shoulder at this point. She stopped. She has her arms crossed, and she's watching this. She hasn't interceded at all. Clark is screaming at them, like, beat the hell out of her.
I think I got to play this right. I kind of reach my normal ungloved hand, kind of very lightly touch the kind of sleeve or whatever of the Abu Zabu, and just say, like, "I told you. I mean, I don't know, but this can't be a coincidence."
Cool. It sounds like you want to manipulate Abazaba to believe
Yes.
you that Payday is all right.
I think I'm trying to re-establish myself as worst character. I've got work to do, so yeah.
You do. I think
Um,
Longshot's got a little lead right now, but I think are really hard.
So that's plus hot.
It is.
Let's just check my hot.
It's -1.
-1. So
By the way,
gives
this is
me-
not XP on a fail.
So that gives me 2. I got a 2 on that roll.
That would be a fail. Abba looks at you for a long moment, and there's she wants to believe this, right? Maybe there are more threats. She's run through her head. You get to see her thinking of who the most recent prospects are. And then Clark, she grabs up that .38 revolver that Payday used to kill Zagnut. She flips it open, tosses out the bullets, and loads it. She spins the it's not chamber. What is that thing called? Like the revolver part. I'm such an idiot. I'm sorry. I wish I knew words. But anyway, she spins that and then flicks it closed as the gun. Pulls the hammer back. And she walks over to Payday. And she says, You killed fucking Zagnut? You piece of shit. You should have never come out of Prospect. She holds the gun up to Payday's head. And she starts to pull the trigger. And Abba hasn't. Like, she's just getting now pulled out of it. Like, she could maybe say something, but you distracted her. Like, what do? You don't think Abba is going to say anything before this happens. What do you do?
I think I'm trying to get a read on Abba, like trying to figure out what she's thinking, because if she does not believe me or thinks I have something to do with this or whatever, that's gonna really, the shit's gonna really hit the fan.
Yeah. Well, you have this casual brain receptivity thing, so you get to roll plus weird when you read somebody. So let's see how that goes.
I got a success, not a super success, but a success.
You rolled a 7 and you've got a +2. Oh, just shy. Go ahead and mark an XP because you rolled with weird and you've got one question as you hear click. Payday freaks out. She's shrieking and crying, and what do you?
Okay, I think the one that's kind of seems the most obvious, but then there's one I think is just a little bit more interesting, which is what does your character wish I'd do? I think I'm going that one.
What do you wish you would do? She wishes you. Good one. She wishes somebody would stop Clark from killing Payday.
How far am I from Clark?
If you want to rush past, a dozen girls that are all kind of standing around, mostly watching, you could make it over there in a few strides. Clark holds the gun up. She pulls the hammer back again. She says, 1 out of 5. Brings it down to her temple. And Payday's shrieking. She's like, no, I love him.
I stride through the room I'm like, I don't want this attention on me, really. But I kind of stride across, so people have to look at me approach.
Okay.
Right up to Clark, and I go, wait. There's a reason I'm here. There's skills I bring. Leave me in a room with her. I'll find out why this happened.
Clark turns to look at you, and she's pissed, right? Somebody just killed her friend. She looks past you, and she looks at Abba Zaba for a second, then back to you. AZ. She says, yeah. Give him some time. But I want to see what you do. Clark tells the girls to grab Payday up. They don't even let her stand. They basically just drag her on her knees. Her legs are splaying around. She tries to get her feet underneath her because it's dragging, hurting her knees. And they throw her into that same room where she tried to kiss you and declared her love. And in a few moments, they grab the chain and they wrap it around her and the chair. Lock it tight.
I need a gag for her. I can't do this if she's screaming.
Yeah, it's no problem. AJ grabs she grabs some underwear and stuffs it in her mouth. And smacks her.
So AJ and was it Clark or Abu Zabu who are in the room with him?
So it's going to end up being Abazava. I think I said AJ, but I meant AZ.
Okay.
So Abazava is going to be in the room. Girls are hot at this point. They're going to take Zagnut out and perform whatever weird funereal rites they have for the candy bars. And it's just you and the whimpering and crying and gagged Payday, and Abazaba leaning against the concrete wall by the door. Oh, by the way, Abazaba, she has a sawed-off shotgun with her right now. Yeah. It's a double-barrel breech load. See, that I know words for, but not the chambery thingy. I don't know. Who knows?
More than I know. I kind of crouch down in front of Payday. I guess she's on a chair, or is she chained to a chair?
She's chained to a chair. It's a big. It's not a bike chain. Like it's a kind of chain that you can use to haul stuff. They've wrapped it around her a couple times and looped it into the bike, and then they put a padlock, a little combination padlock on it, spun it.
And I take her like the chin, and so I'm like looking in her face, not roughly, but just I'm like making eye contact. And
her eyes are red and puffy and swollen. She's been hit a few times too. I mean, it was not pleasant. She wasn't just thrown onto the couch. She's got some blood splatters on her chest and her neck where she stood so close. And she meets your eyes. She gets calmer. Right? It's just you. It's just you here. And she just looks at you. What do you do?
I've got to get diverted anything from being on me.
Mm-hmm. You know, as soon as you pull that rag out of her mouth, she's going to say, something. You can almost hear it. Maybe you can hear it because she's muffled now. Is she saying
brain
I love
puppet
you
strings.
right now? Like, is she saying I did it?
I need to. She needs to say something else, or not say anything ever again. I reach into her mind and try and mold her thoughts.
Sounds like you want to do some in-brain puppet strings now, because she fulfilled that contract. You no longer have a string on her right this minute. Still, though, she still seems to be convinced she's in love with you.
Yeah. This is a delicate situation, and yeah. Yeah. I rolled a 5. Total with bonuses.
The dice gods are not. They are not in your corner tonight. So with that move, on a miss, you inflict 1 harm AP on your subject to no benefit.
Do you want to know what I was going to try and plant in her head?
Sure.
I was going to try and plant the thought that it was Upper 10 who she's in love with. Since that was already...
Where you were aiming it for? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty clever.
That's the...
You've been successful. You reach in to her mind and you try to plant that thought, but her obsession with you is too strong. And you see a trickle of blood come out of her ear and her eyes well up, and she winces in pain, and her head just kind of drops. She's breathing slow. She's still alive. Abazab asks, "What did you find out?"
Her mind's a mess in there. Those names, maybe, I can't be sure, but I think I heard Upper 10 in there. There was no context. I might be wrong, but I mean, I look back behind me and to Abu Zabu, make eye contact. How long has she been with you?
4 years. She prospected for a long time. Her best friend, a few other girls. We didn't have enough bikes, didn't have enough food, so I had to make a hard call. She was the strongest. She looks at Payday, and there's, like, in all of the anger and the adrenaline of this night, you could see there's a bit of affection, a little bit of pity. I guess she still held it against me. I thought she'd get over it.
She did mention the trial only a few days ago to me. Kind of been far from her mind.
Why Zagnut? I mean, Zag's the oldest of us, but I don't know.
They had a
Pretend doesn't have any idea who actually calls things. Why not Clark? Shit. Doesn't make any sense. There's sound of crackling fire outside, and you can actually hear a girl start to sing. And then she's joined, and it's like a chorus of women singing some kind of song, a dirge. So I think we'll go ahead and call a break here. And call about a 5-minute bio break for you guys. Cool. All right, we'll pick back up in just a little bit. See you in a few. Oh, the chatter during break was delightful. Oh, the who is the worst player, who's the worst character is the best. The players are all awesome. There's no disputing it. Okay. I had an instinct for a thing, and I called break to just make sure that it made sense. And I actually checked in with one of the people who played in the first Junk World. Like, is this terrible? And they confirmed, nope, it fits. So the song that the candy bars sing as a dirge over Zagnut's body, the lyrics are basically they are singing "Love is a Battlefield" by Pat Benatar. We are strong, no one can tell us we're wrong, searching our hearts for so long, both of us knowing love's a battlefield. When I'm losing control, will you turn me away or touch me deep inside? When all this gets old, will it still feel the same? There's no way this will die. But if we get much closer, I could lose control, and if your heart surrenders, you'll need me to hold. So that is the song that you hear in the background, Father Son, and Abba Zaba looks at Payday, who you have just told her was still angry over having to choke the life out of her best friend in order to be part of the candy bars. You mentioned that she had thoughts of Upper Tin, who Abba Zaba suspected already, who you confessed that you have been sent here to infiltrate the gang exactly for this, that you have planted the seed that there could and probably would be others. Abba Zaba, she nods. All right. I gotta do a thing. And she opens the door and heads outside to the funeral. You can hear the crackling of fire. They're burning her body. You're there with the unconscious Payday, chained to a chair.
So if I try and mess with her mind again and it goes wrong, she's gonna die.
She's dead. Yeah, she's definitely going to die. Chances are good that they're probably going to kill her, regardless.
Yeah. But if she dies yelling that she's in love with me, I'm just standing over her unconscious body, chained to this chair. Is it still night?
It's still night.
Well,
You can see that the darkness is slowly starting to shift. Like dawn hasn't come yet, but the light of dawn is coming soon.
yeah.
The song's starting to come to an end. You're not sure what comes after this. It's not like you've ever been to a candy
I
bar
rush
funeral.
forward, grabbing her head, and like both hands, just like put my forehead to her forehead, and just like muttering, "Fuck, fuck." And I mean, she dies. At least I've got a chance of spinning it. Won't look good, but better than if she says she's in love with me and kills Zagnut to protect me or whatever. Crazy shit's gonna come out of my mouth.
Could see her eyelids move a little bit, her eyes start to move underneath, and she starts to stir. What do you do?
I roll in-brain puppet strings.
Oh man, this is scary.
I just spam it, and the relieved look on my face is because it was not. It was finally a success.
Oh, you rolled an 11. Okay.
+2.
Yeah, that's a 13.
Mhm.
You have 3 hold. You can spend a 1 for 1 to do 1 harm AP.
I think as my brain kind of starts to consciousness starts to seep into her, like I feel I've got the control. My mind is dominating her, and for a second, I think, just finish her.
And as you do, your hands, like they look different for a moment. And instead of looking at her face, you see another girl's face. And your fingers wrap around her throat and choke the life out of her. And you can hear yourself sobbing as you do.
I mean, this is a thing that sometimes happens. The kind of feedback of it is not always comfortable.
You hear the song ends in the background. The sound of the garage door being open as the girls are starting to come back in. They don't sound happy.
And I just send in. I just love him. I love up a 10. I did it for him. And then I backhand her.
The gloved hand?
No,
Bare hand?
that could be. I don't know. I don't want to damage that. I just backhand her with my ungloved hand and yell. I open the door and call for somebody. I think
Cool.
she's awake.
Clark's there. So Zabba Zabba, AJ, Watcha, they all come up. Grace is kind of hanging back at this point, right? She's not a member of the Candies. You're not sure what her place in this is. She's also not here to be played by Jen. So that's another reason. And Clark says, "What did you find out?"
I told some of it to Lil I got from Zabba, but she's awake. I guess you'd want to hear what she has to say.
All right. She looks at Abba Zabba and she says, "He's done, right?" She says, "Yeah, now it's ours." Okay.
Do you want me to stay for this?
Clark answers, "No, you should go. This is candy business. You're just a guy."
I kind of look at Payday for a second and just I'm just pushed down any guilt. No. Survival.
You can see the fear in her eyes. She knows what's coming. But her reasons are now unclear even to her. And you leave. So we cut back to the radio station. Long shot. Do you make Ratfink make you breakfast?
Yeah, why not?
Go a little bit of those. oats, I think, that you guys like, the gruel that you normally make. Debs cooks up an extra bowl of it, and then she takes a bowl over to Brick, helps him sit up so that he can eat it.
By now, I've attached the microphone to my handlebars, so it's sort of hanging off of my back together with all my other gear.
Music's still playing. Junkrat Radio has not stopped broadcasting. It just doesn't have any DJ interruptions now. But I think it has been hours since anyone spoke and told the truth over Junkrat Radio.
Yes, I'm itching.
Well, this porridge was great. I got shit to do, so.
Yeah. Don't go too far with that.
What?
I'm going to be coming for it soon.
For what?
The mic.
Oh, my microphone. Yes.
My microphone, which is temporarily in your keeping.
That's what you want to call it. I'll be around. And I'm looking forward to seeing what jingle you can find.
Don't go far.
Nice. Well, Arrow, sorry, Arrow. Was editing Arrow to say that that Ratfink is in love with her. There we go. Just mark that in stone, or digital stone, as it were. Longshot, what do? You got breakfast in your belly? Don't have anybody to immediately take care of, but
Pretty good day. I guess I should head over to Upper 10 and find out what happened to Miles.
Now, the last time we saw Miles, he had run in there because you knew that he was coughing like this plague that you had been trying to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you took a break from preventing the plague to,
Someone was shot. There was an
fix
emergency
the guy's
situation.
leg. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. That totally makes that reads. And then there was the whole aftermath and the booze and the sex and
And the sex and
breakfast.
sleep and breakfast. Good porridge. You're not going to waste good porridge.
Priorities. That's what we have here. Cool. You head up to Upper 10s. It's not far away, we've discovered, now that we have the map all doctored up for Junkrat Radio Station. And Haribo is not really a morning person, so it is actually, we'll say that is Kenwood who is watching the front door.
All right. Hey.
Long shot.
Yeah.
He wears mostly, he's got the prerequisite Road Warrior painted black shoulder pads going on.
Uh-huh. Nice.
Yeah. He's not too bad to look at either.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, long shot.
I am checking up on you guys to see if you've been hit with any of this black lung business. And all of your people just healthy as ever?
As far as I know, why you think I thought you had that quarantine thing.
Yeah, I put it there. It's not like you guys are enforcing it or anything. It's just a place that people walk in and out of. I tried to get Upper 10 to back it, but he was not too excited.
That's expensive. Hosing somebody down, that's a lot of water,
And very amusing.
There is that.
And also necessary to cure this plague. Also that. But would you like me to check out your people for you? Or if you're sure that everything is okay on the inside, it's fine for me as well.
Ooh. What's it going to cost Upper 10?
Let's say that dependent on what I find. If I save his entire settlement from the plague, I'm sure he'll be very grateful. If everything's fine, I'll just eat some gumbo and be on my way.
He reaches up, kind of squeezes your shoulder. It's like a camaraderie thing. He doesn't grab the handlebars.
No, that's good.
You're not gonna all of a sudden save all of Upper Ten's folks from a plague that doesn't really exist, right? Not pulling some scam, are you, Longshot?
No, I like coming back here. I like seeing you.
All right. Well, you don't have to see all of them to see me.
That's true. But, you know, it's a good excuse.
All right. Head on in.
I sort of give him a friendly punch in the belly. Not hard. Not hard.
Yeah, no, he chuckles. He says, hey, you know, don't fuck with husbands and wives.
Yeah. And I'll try to find, well, I'll go to where his men usually stay.
Cool. So you saunter in. As you remember the large area, there's like a couple of rooms that are barracks, effectively, before you get to Upper Ten's bedroom. So you'll have to walk in through past the pinball machines and the Donkey Kong machine. There's some people who are just kind of lazing around. Not a whole lot going on. It's early morning, right? It's breakfast time. They have not gumbo this morning. They're making some kind of weird pancake type thing. You hear it, smell it. It's like a nice rich flour smell. You come in, a little sweet, makes your. Well, you had the porridge, but this is
porridge.
Way better smelling.
I regret having the porridge now.
Sure enough, you spot that girl. Arrow is lazing on one of the couches. She's got a chalkboard, a small chalkboard, and she's playing some kind of game where they're like writing X's and O's and stuff with one of the husbands, chatting away. Upper Ten isn't here. Haribo isn't here. What do you want to do?
I'll go up there. Is that one of the younger wives, older wives?
She's younger. Yeah. She has her hair kind of pulling these two pigtails that stand up. She's a really nice, clean face. You've checked her out a few times. She's free of disease because, Upper Ten, very concerned about such things. She's attractive, slight of figure, short. Hey,
Arrow. I just came to check up on you guys. How's everything going here?
Oh, well, good. I mean, the fucker Miles is around.
Are any people around here with like heavy colds, like coughing, nasty little?
Oh, right. Yeah. She kind of stands up, puts the chalkboard, hands it over to the husband, pulls you like, come over, let's play some Donkey Kong.
Okay.
She goes over, opens up the door and like flicks for a few credits and then starts up the game.
What?
Like Upper Ten was coughing last night.
Like the deep throaty cough?
That was just like, sniffles and stuff like that. It wasn't bad, right?
No, it'd be fine.
What's Miles doing here? He's got something over Haribo?
He does?
Well, that's what I hear.
That's not good. Well, he works for you guys, right? Isn't he supposed to be here?
I don't know. He kind of went off with father-son a while back.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, man, Upper Ten was pissed that he violated contract. Wasn't welcome back, and then all of a sudden he comes running in last night.
Wow. Violated contract. That's not a good start.
No, we don't violate contract. Bust a deal. Face the wheel.
Well, I'm happy you guys are healthy and good.
Should I be worried? Do you need to give me an exam?
Nah, just trying to earn my keep.
Sure.
Gotta get some of the pancake.
Oh. Well, here, take over. Take over. She kind of tries to urge you in front of the Donkey Kong.
I like take over and instantly lose the ball.
No, this was actually a stand. It's like Donkey Kong coin op, the thing where Mario's going up with the hammer and he's throwing the barrels down.
Pinball machine. Okay.
Sorry, there are two pinball machines and Donkey Kong.
Well, I also
Yeah.
don't last very long.
She watches for a second. She's like, ah. And then goes over it. She comes back with a plate of pancakes and a little bit of meat of some kind. And
Oh, thank you. You're just the sweetest.
I know. It's why I'm the favorite. But like, are you sure you don't need to give me an exam? Because I don't want to be sick.
I can if you want me to. I'll eat my food first, though.
Right.
Play more with the monkey.
Okay. And then she slides in to play some Donkey Kong while you munch on the food. And once you're done, she turns. So, exam?
Yeah, sure. I guess there's a side room. Some side rooms here.
Yeah, there's some side rooms. So she'll take you in, maybe like a bathroom. Bathroom actually has a standing toilet. It's big stuff.
Fancy shit.
Stuff,
Yeah.
porcelain.
Literally fancy shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, she'll sit on the, she'll pull the lid down and sit on that.
I'll do all the responsible doctor things while people do. While I ask her, like, well, do you need anything?
Yeah. What have you got? Got any of those things that make me like see stars and stuff?
No, I had to use those on a dying day.
Stupid dying guys.
You know, right? Because they just keep their blood inside of themselves for a while. I have some glue or some lighter fluid.
Oh, lighter fluid always like gives me like burns. Glue though.
I know it's the worst, right? Yeah. Sort of get out like this really primitive little glue bottle.
Nice. Come on. And she wants to huff glue with you.
I sort of roll my eyes. It's like, no, I'm working, sweetheart. I can't.
Well, then it's probably bad then. That's why you would give it to me and not have any.
Do you think that little of me? Come on. I keep you guys nice and set up. But if you don't want it, I'll just grab it back.
You're worse than upper 10. At least I don't have to sign anything. Give it. She grabs the glue and she'll huff up a little bit and then sit back on the toilet. Her elbow up on the counter. Hey.
What?
How's Ratfink doing? I haven't heard him this morning. Is everything okay at Junkrat?
Oh, well, that's where someone got shot.
Is Ratfink okay?
Oh, yeah, he's fine.
Oh, okay.
Mostly.
Really? Mostly like what?
Oh, nothing. He was so panicked, he just walked into the door.
Oh. Hey. You have a new piece of gear.
Yeah. Look familiar?
It's way too big.
It's Ratfing's microphone.
What?
Well, he owes me.
Oh.
So until he gets to jingle for me, then he won't be on the radio for anytime soon.
Man.
I'm sure it'll just be a matter of time. He's a very inventive man. I'm sure he can find to jingle like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. 2 whole jingle, that's a lot.
Yeah, well, it's saved a life. Why are you so into Ratfing?
What? No, I'm just curious. I like the radio.
Oh. Good voice.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent voice.
Deb, too. Deb has a great voice. She's smooth.
She's okay.
You like Ratfink?
He has a good voice.
You like Ratfink. She kind of pats your arm a little bit. You like Ratfink, don't you? You want to jump?
That's all right. I think I prefer Kendall.
Ooh. You like Ratfink. You can tell me about it.
Are we totally confessing all of our secrets now?
Well, I'm the only one high.
Yeah, that's true. He's pretty okay.
Yeah. He's tall, too.
Yep. So what's going on here? How's a pretend doing?
He's good. He really likes Grace, so the rest of us are just around, which is okay in its own way.
Yeah, some peace and quiet.
Right. But you're like stuck. You think it's going to be good. It's just boring.
It's the nicest place in town.
Yeah.
Kind of a luxury being bored.
I guess boring's okay compared to working at Firestone or...
Yeah, boring's pretty good. So are Upper Ten and the guys mentioning anything about the candy bars?
Oh, God, don't get him started. He hates the candies.
Yeah, they're pretty annoying, huh?
Well, yeah. I mean, pretty much always. They're cannibals. They eat people.
They do?
Yeah. I know that, and I'm stuck in here. What are you doing?
Trying to stay out of their way?
Good call. Well, you're pretty tough.
Mm-hmm. I like to stay that way.
Hmm.
And we're gonna get into fights that they can't win or have no use for winning.
So you're gonna check out Upper 10? Don't tell him I said that he was coughing, okay?
No, I won't.
He gets
I'll just
embarrassed about that stuff. He's got to be, unbeatable.
Exactly. Like that monkey.
Well, I could beat the monkey. You're just kind of terrible. I saved the orange dress girl like 4 times.
Oh, that's good, I guess. Is that what you're supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
I think saving her once would be enough.
Well, it resets whenever they pull the plug.
Oh. Okay.
And then you have to let Upper 10 go in and beat it, put on his name on it, and then you got to make a high score, but you could never be Upper 10s. So then he gets all crazy about it.
Well, I'm going to leave you here and I'll do some actual business. And sort of
Okay,
pat her on the cheek nicely.
cool. She smiles a little bit, and you can leave her in the bathroom for a bit until someone comes and knocks and says this, she needs to get the hell out of the bathroom.
Yeah.
Gonna make your way out to try to find Miles, or do you want to talk to Upper 10?
I'll try to find Miles.
Cool. All right. You can find Miles by the sound of his coughing. He is in one of the barracks. The barracks are these long rooms with triple bunks, series of triple bunks. It's about, the gang the Upper 10 keeps in his house rotates around, but it's usually around 15 or so guys and girls, just thugs who will hurt folks and do that pretty well with the hand weapons and guns that he can provide. Come in and you see that Miles is laying on a bottom bunk and he's covered in sweat, like sweat-soaked sheets, and he's not doing well. You can see his shoes are off and they're beside the bunk, and Haribo is sitting on the edge of the bed, like near his feet, and he's reading. He looks up.
Hey,
There are a
Haribo.
few other people. There are like 4 other people around, just kind of lazing in bunks. The others are all working. Hey, long shot.
Miles needs to get out of here.
He's not doing so good.
Yeah. If you guys want to keep on doing good, we need to get him to quarantine. I don't know how he convinced you to put him up here, but he's got to go.
He doesn't have it. You said you gave him a clean bill of health. He's just...
It's Miles. He'll say anything to avoid something annoying happening.
Hold on. Haribo's a pretty straight shooter with me. I'm sorry. Miles is a pretty straight shooter with me.
Uh-huh.
Refer to himself in the third person. No, Miles is a pretty straight shooter. I don't. Come on, long shot.
Well, hasn't I thought your strange shooter, your straight shooter has been working with father son? Straight people don't do that.
Well, listen. What? How can you fix him? Can you cure him if he's got whatever he's got?
Maybe, but not here. Or not if I'm distracted by having to cure all of you guys as well.
So you'll take him out of here? What's it going to cost?
I guess we can make that depend on whether or not I can save him.
No, you need to save him.
Okay. Free jingle. I'm gonna have to get my hands dirty for this one.
Tell you what. We can make room for you here. That'll cover one.
Okay.
And then I can give you one barter and drugs or guns.
What kind of drugs?
Oh, not medical kind. We've been growing something up in the waste. It's this weird kind of mushroom. See all kinds of colors and stars. Yeah, it's really good. We're about to sell it, but we got to make sure that the candy bars aren't our problem.
Mm-hmm.
We've got irons in the fire there.
Do you have a separate room here? Closet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Know what you want? Separate room?
No, I'm thinking, well, I guess I should still drag Miles down to quarantine instead. No, I'm good here. Bunk's good.
Okay. Better not tell Kenwood. All right. So you're going to drag Miles out of here, cure him,
Yeah.
and then you get paid.
Okay. You're going to help me with the dragging?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Haribo stands up. He gestures to a couple of guys. Drag his ass out of here.
I like this.
And they will basically wrap the blanket around him and pick him up underneath the arms and by the legs, and they will carry him out. He starts coughing. He's going to be coughing all over these two guys that are carrying him out.
Yeah, they're also getting a hose now. Haha. 3 for 1. Yeah, I leave and I saw your Haribo like burn the sheets and go off after them at a safe distance.
And he's like, damn it, this is a good thread count.
Gotta do it.
All right. Cool. So you leaving to take care of Miles?
Yes. Finally.
All right. Ratfink. You've got to raise some jingle. Deb, as soon as Longshot leaves, she's like, how are we going to get this? How are we going to get this? I mean, it seemed like those two, she doesn't say the names. She goes, those two were interested in the animatronics before they decided to go crazy. Maybe we dismantle one of those things and sell it?
Well, we already lost, one of them already lost a leg.
Yeah.
That's for Brick now. I can try to talk to Pip. Renegotiate the little deal we made yesterday.
Yeah.
We still have father-son coming today.
Yeah, but if we don't have a mic, can't do anything with that.
No. But he wants the airtime. He has an interest in getting that mic back.
That's true. That's true. Although you could just sleep with Longshot some more. She seemed to like that.
I'm not sure how many times she'll have me do that before she considers the debt repaid.
Okay. So it's not very fast. I understand.
No.
Okay.
And if at all
Well-
possible, I want to try to get that thing back today or tomorrow at least.
Okay. How can I help?
Um, well, how about can you cover the music for now? And then I'll run over to Pip's, see what I can do there,
Sure.
and then
Of course.
we'll see what we can do with father-son.
Hey, listen. If you're going to piss by yourself, maybe you need somebody to watch over you. Brick's not going to be able to help.
I'll take my gun with me.
Are you sure that's enough? I know a guy.
You know a guy.
Yeah.
I'm almost hesitant to ask.
Okay, well, you know Weetabix. He's your biggest fan.
Yeah.
So you just let him follow you around and keep you safe so that you can report and play good music.
Yeah. But he gets a bit needy.
Right. But, you know, if things go down, the Pips are on the way. Got Weetabix to be there to front you or
Okay.
to get in the way if you have to run.
I guess. Yep. I guess that's not a terrible idea. Sure.
Okay. Cool. So,
yeah, I guess send him over.
okay. I'll be back in 3 songs.
Right.
And she'll take off. And not long after, she comes in with the big, strapping Weetabix. Weetabix wears suspenders. They're like bright red. He does not wear a shirt. His pants are several pairs of pants that have been sewn together to be one pair of pants. And he has, waders, like the plastic boots that you can use to go wading. They come all the way up. They're like thigh-high waders. Rafink. Hey. Hey, I heard. Oh, man, Brick. Sorry, Brick. Wow. Is that a robot leg?
We had a bit of a situation. Well, I mean, he still has to do the walking. It's not going to help him walk. It's just to stand on.
But it's a robot leg.
I suppose it is. Yes.
That's great.
A rat's robot leg.
Wow. That is branding.
Yeah, that's true.
Longshot did that for you. Brick made the big sacrifices for Junkrat Radio. It's a real fan.
Yes, he did.
I'm a real fan. If you got more rat legs, let me know. Or a tail. I could take a tail.
Dude, you'd have to get your tail shot off first.
Can't you just like grab, like bolt it on? I still need to poop.
just making faces. I'm like, you what?
So the tail has to move. You know what I'm saying? Like a flap and bolts in my back. Or I could wear a belt.
Look, maybe if you get shot again.
Okay.
We're not going to. We have to deal with the issue now of paying Longshot for the work that she done on Brick, and that's all we need to do right now.
All right, so you want me to attack Longshot and almost kill her, and you drive me off, and then you charge her for it, right?
No.
She's short. I could do that.
Yeah,
She's got a
short.
handlebar. She's real easy.
She's short, but she has a mean left hook and sort of rub like the microphone bruise.
Oh, it's like she hit you with a grill or something, a griddle, or like a.
No. The mic.
Hey, you haven't been on. Did she break the mic on your face?
No, she didn't.
Good.
Otherwise,
what do you need then? If I'm not going to beat her up,
I'm going to.
You want me to clean up? It's kind of some blood here on the floor.
I need some jingle to pay her back.
Oh man, I don't have any jingle.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. However, I need to go over to Pip's, and it would be Brick's out of order at the moment. So if you could, and it's like,
you want to ride on my back? I'll give you a piggyback all the way to Pip's. I could do it. I'm pretty strong.
No, wait. I was not the one that got my leg shot off. I can walk. just you can tag along.
I know that. I know that, man. You're standing right here. I'm not stupid. I'm just saying I'll piggyback you. You say you want to go. I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay. So you can tag along and make sure there's no problems with, let's say, the what do they call candy bars.
Oh, well, let's just not go outside far. You know, we just go through the middle. I've got you, though. Don't worry.
Yeah. We need to go now because we need to get back here. Maybe talk to Father Son when he gets here.
Man, Father Son, what a stupid name.
Yeah,
Never liked that name. It's like Aunt Daughter is stupid. Stupid name.
Yeah.
Cousin Uncle.
Yeah, absolutely right, Weetabix.
Stupid.
Yeah, stupid name. I know.
Stupid. It's pretty dumb.
Right. So
he'll head out with you. Deb gives you a hug and says, "Good luck."
Thanks.
On the way, Weetabix will ask you to, like, if you'll just, as if you memorize all the stuff you say in the radio, he'll say, like, so like 3 weeks ago when you were talking about that big tire fire at Firestone, can you tell me that story again? And then he'll ask you for other stuff. Like, he memorizes all of the news that you shared. He asks questions about the stupidest parts of the stories. Then you make your way to Pip's. And it's not acid rain outside, which is good. You guys can walk right through.
Especially for Weetabix, who's not wearing a shirt.
That's right. He would not like that at all. You guys come into Pip's. There's a smattering of people here. Some of the merchants that will be heading out to market a little bit later. You've started this kind of early in the morning because you've got a time crunch before the big interview. Pip will come out to see you.
Yep.
I mean,
hey, Pip. Good to see you.
Yeah.
So, how did it go for you yesterday?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Better than it did for you. I heard your thing. Was that real? Sounded real.
That's why Brick is not here with me today.
Weetabix screams like, "Oh man, that was real! I thought it was a play."
Nope.
AJ
No,
didn't
that's
sound right. She sounded like raspy.
Look, I'm raising my voice a bit, like I'm using the fact that there's a bit of an audience at the bar and going like, look, the candy bars are completely out of control, and I mean, it doesn't seem like Upper 10 is doing much to keep them in tow. And I mean, this is not. Look, the good people of this town are just getting attacked and getting shot. Brick lost a leg.
I heard that. Weetabix says, "Did you hear that, guys? Brick's lost a leg because of the candy bars. We should do something about that."
Yeah, I mean, it's getting crazy. People need to step up to them. I mean, we can't let them just waltz all over us.
Sounds like you're trying to rally some people to a cause. There's probably a couple dozen folks here, some merchants who have the ears of important people in Upper 10. They also have their own, guard for the market. So you could make a dent here. This could be worthwhile. Why don't you roll with hot?
Yes.
Which is not highlighted for you, sadly.
No, not today. Wow.
That looks like a 4 plus 2 is 6.
Yes. On a miss, I hold 1 anyway. But to spend it, I have to personally lead them into action. So, it's a good thing that someone highlighted my heart.
Cool.
But then I go like, yeah, no, we need to go over to that garage, and we need to show them that we're not afraid of them. However, first, Pip, remember the deal that we made? And I said that I wanted, I said that it was a good idea to just do, like the whole, you can feed us for a month.
Yeah.
Can we renegotiate that deal? Because I am in need of some jingle.
Yeah. Okay.
You said you said it yourself that you could have offered some jingle. I thought that was not the right choice at the moment, but hey, things have changed. Brick's lost a leg. I owe some money to some jingle to Longshot. What do you think? What do you say?
Pip starts to walk back behind the bar. Weetabix is still talking about, we obviously need to do something about the candy bars because you heard Ratfink. He said that the candy bars cause a bunch of trouble in Upper 10. What was the word? Inconstipent. He is inconstipated, and terrible at his job. That's what Ratfink says. So we need to do that for Upper 10, and maybe we just make Ratfink the new heart holder. Just like he could just take over. What do you guys think? Father, son, you walk in to Pip's after leaving the candy bars behind, per their suggestion. And you hear Weetabix, who's a self-professed super fan of Junkrat Radio, is declaring that Upper 10 is terrible at his job because Ratfink says so, and that the merchants, everybody else, should gather together to oust the candy bars because they're just terrible. What do you do, father, son?
Yeah, my life is getting complicated. Like I first I saw that there was Ratfink there, and I was like, And then I'm hearing this, and
Lots of commotion going on.
yeah,
Weetabix sees you. Hey, it's the guy, father son. Hey, Rafink, if you had your microphone, you could interview him now, but you can't.
Thank you for making that again very obvious.
I kind of like glance towards Weetabix, it's like, and then like walk off, like straight to like side of the room, side of the bar, like away from all the people, and like glance, make direct eye contact with Rafink to like.
Like I sit down at the bar and just tap the chair next to me.
One, I can afford to kick you one jingle right now, or one barter. No
I'll do.
alcohol, I'm running low.
I'll do.
All right. I head to the back. I gotta get it out of the safe. Head to the back area and climb up a ladder to go to his little area that he has, that he stays in. He never leaves the bar. Father son, do you come up to sit beside?
Yeah, I'm annoyed at the kind of. I mean, it might not be a power move, but I would definitely try a power move on somebody to make them come sit near me. So I perceive it that way, and I'm annoyed. Like, you don't have a microphone.
Nope. With special thanks to the candy bars and Longshot's ridiculous prizes. She's holding my microphone hostage for the moment until I pay up for the operation that she needed to do on Brick, because the fucking candy bar shot his leg off.
And why did they shoot his leg off?
Because they were upset about some of the things I said on the radio.
Did those things involve me? Yes, they did, didn't they?
It was about what you said, yeah. You said they were recruiting.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
How am I going to get on your radio?
A microphone would help. And the easiest way to get one right now is if I pay off Longshot. And the easiest way to get to pay off Longshot is with some jingle. Got some jingle for me that we can pay her off with?
I look around. Is anyone like in earshot? Other than Rafink? Is that Weetabix right? Is everyone like?
Weetabix is drawing. He's actually benefiting you right now, Rafink, and he's drawing most of the attention of the room. Pip is still upstairs. You've got a few free moments, just the two of you guys at the bar right now.
I have jingle. I have a lot of jingle.
I mean, hey! Unless you have some other way to convince Longshot to give the mic back, of course. I mean, but jingle seems the easiest way, right?
Other ways can cause problems.
Yeah, I figured. Sure.
Jingle is less complicated now, but you really need the mic back.
Oh yeah, because otherwise I can't do any show, man. I mean, the music's playing, but I mean, you can't give the good word out. The good word of the sun, right? Right?
I'm like,
Look, we can make
I'm
this
getting
much.
evil ideas.
We're gonna be able to make this much faster if you can spring some jingle over. I'm just saying.
How much jingle do you need to sort this today?
Like there's a moment of consideration. Like, well, I just got one. And I probably need like one or two, because there's already been the hooch and yeah, no, two will do. No,
I
actually, yeah, two will do.
Four.
Come again?
Four.
4.
You have an interview
What's
with
your
the top
angle?
10, don't you? Upper 10.
Huh?
You have an interview with Upper 10.
Uh-huh.
You've been bragging about it.
Uh-huh.
You can spread things you hear to a wide audience.
Uh-huh. Look, you had my ears at 4. What are you trying to get at?
I need some ideas spread. I don't want them
What
coming
kind of
from me.
ideas?
Upper 10s, plotting things.
You're trying to start a war, I'm guessing.
I'm trying to move the line of battle away from me.
How do you imagine that? Are you trying to start a thing between
You.
the candy bars and upper 10, maybe? Because I'm all for that. Anything else?
That's
Maybe we
already
need to
happening.
talk a bit more.
That's already happening. You must know that.
It's not happening. It's fast enough for my taste.
Exactly. You can help it along.
Okay, so
And-
you are talking about candy bars and upper 10.
Yeah. And
Wait, who do you want to see as a winner here?
I mean, the candy bars they're very misunderstood.
Misunderstood. Misunderstood? They shot fucking Brick.
Because you're stupid.
Am I now?
Yes.
See, I'm suddenly I'm not sure you want to be on the radio.
You don't want the 3. Barter.
You said 4, first of all. And second of all,
Don't think I said 4.
If you don't want to be on the radio,
I could talk to Deb.
Piv starts coming down the ladder out of his little hideaway place. He's got his jingle ready to hand over. Long shot. What is the medium of exchange here? Like what kind of bits or baubles or the like are traded in exchange for barter? Is it like bottle caps, or is it some kind of like Monopoly money or campaign coins? Or
Poker chips.
poker chips. Yeah. I like it. Like the plasticky crappy, or they like Vegas poker chips?
Mm-hmm. The
Nice.
Vegas poker chips.
Vegas poker chips. There you go.
pleasure doing mission with you, Pip.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You want something to drink, Baldy?
That's you.
Wave him away.
I'm at the bar. You go away. So Weetabix at this point is like, so what we need to do is we need to take down the candy bars and then set up like a republic.
You
We
get
set
that
up a
idiot to
republic
shut up.
government. We take it turns. We'll have quarterly elections to shift around the different people who represent us. You can't serve more than 2 terms at the same time.
I kind of put like one moment to wrap thing. Step over to.
Hey, look, I'm not broadcasting. I'm
up
just
to,
throwing my hands.
Yeah, like one moment, and then I step over to a Weetabix and just like,
Yeah.
it's like, is it? You said he was not wearing a top. He was like bare chested.
Just except for the suspenders, yes.
I just like prod him in the chest. Shut up now.
Did you do that with the gloved hand?
Yes.
Are you doing a thing, or are you expecting him to shut up? He might shut up. I'm just asking if you're doing a thing.
I will give it a moment. My finger's still pressed.
He says, normally I would stomp you, but you've got an interview with
Okay.
my man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's,
You do a thing?
Yeah, I do a
Okay.
thing.
All right, let's see it. That 11 goes away and it becomes a 7, so that's a 9.
9, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hold one.
Only his brain is the only one that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Face. Sleep.
Wow, that's a pretty obvious display of power.
Just
His left knee buckles, and he just drops like a sack of potatoes to the ground. Mid-sentence. Normally I would stomp you, but my man...
I just turn around, sit back down next to Raffink.
Pip's like, son of a bitch. One man gets choked to death. Now, is he going to shit himself?
That'll be fine, I think.
It's your bar. You clean up if he does. Rapping.
That's me.
You get the people against up a 10.
Why? I want to rally them against the candy bars. And again, you're lowering your price here, but you're asking a favor from me now. I mean, you're doing badly in this negotiation here. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. There's one last offer.
So you say
Yeah.
one last offer. Just before you make your last offer, you finished up your hosing down of Miles, Longshot, Kenwood, who helped out, basically trailed along as Haribo took over being Major Domo. He offers to buy you a drink.
Sweet.
At Pips. So two of you walk in and you see your man, and by your man I mean the guy who owes you a lot of money, Ratfink, sitting at the bar with father-son and an unconscious Weetabix in the middle of the floor.
Okay.
Who appears to be peeing himself.
Just another regular Tuesday at Pips. I'll tell Ken well, you go order drinks or hold up, and I'll quickly go over to their table.
Okay. Are you guys at the bar, or did you actually kick out to a table?
I'm still at the bar, I think.
Oh, okay.
Still at the bar.
In that case, I just come up with a bar.
Okay.
I sort of slam my hands on the table just to get their attention, sort of oblivious to if there was any tension moment going on. Ratfink,
Mm-hmm.
do you have your jingle yet?
Working on it.
Okay, that's cool. I'll
Two.
just find out what else I can use this microphone for.
Two.
Kenwood is dragging Weetabix out.
I kind of glance to it, but whatever. To jingle. And I do you and what I wanted. And I throw in. Who is it who visited you at the station?
AJ, or whatchamacallit.
Right. AJ, whatchamacallit.
Do you want them dead?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Deal? And I get airtime. Weekly.
Weekly?
5 minutes, 10 minutes, noon.
Oh, wait, that's not gonna cover for like
The entirety of weekly. Like, we're going to have to renegotiate for the next month then. But for this month, you got a deal.
That'll do for now.
Okay. Good. You got it on you?
I can reach into my dirty robes. You hear like a little jingle of. This sounds like quite a bit of jingle in there. And I like. Not out enough for like 2 bars worth of.
There you go.
I basically I take it. I immediately turn away from father son, just go like, "Yep, okay, good," and I walk over to Longshot and go like, "So, considering I fed you, considering
Considering
the
what?
other arrangements,
Okay.
one more to cover for the microphone."
I'd say 2. The sex was not that good.
Well, I guess it can be 2.
All right.
How about you then after that come sit with me and father son for a bit, or would you prefer not to?
Why?
No reason.
All right. No questions asked, I say as I sort of break in the poker chips.
Nice. Cool. So, checking for time. Seems like this could be a place to stop. But
It seems like a good place to stop.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So then let's let it be the place to stop.
Yes.
All right.
Cool. At the end of every session, choose a character who knows you better than they used to. If there's more than one, choose one at your whim. Tell that player to add +1 to your HX with you on their sheet. This brings them to +4. Then they roll over and get an XP, and they get to, and then we do our custom move thingy.
Who do you want to start with?
Father, son, who knows you better?
That has to be Ratfink. He knows I'm manipulative.
I roll over.
Right.
And you get to ask a question.
Father son, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to make sure that Abu Zabu survives whatever mess is coming. I'm trying to put the odds in her favor.
Right.
Ratfink, who knows you better?
Longshot.
So then I add a +1, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Then
Should
I
be
roll
future
over.
volume. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to ask me a question.
Yes. I already asked you so many questions.
Yes. You don't have to pick from that list anymore.
No.
You can do anything now.
I guess I can think about that.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Ratfink knows me better.
And roll over again. So I get 3 for all of that.
All right.
And I also get to ask you a question, so we get to exchange questions again. Let's see. Longshot, what's keeping you in the city?
That's a good question. It's a really good source of income for the moment. I think, I don't know. I think she just likes feeling important here. Ratfink, do you want all of the candy bars to die or just the 2 that were in your studio?
I'd prefer all of them, but 2 is a good start.
Okay. All right.
Nice. Okay. Is that your question?
Yes.
All right. Good. Good and immediate. Good to know. That brings us to our end of session. So I like to do our normal roses and thorns. So we'll start with thorns. Who would like to go first with giving thorns? Maybe because Jules has so much trouble with it, she should go first. So someone doesn't.
But I'm the best at sneaky thorns, remember?
These are not even thorns. Doesn't count.
Session was too short. I miss Jen. Jen is not here. I'm sad because Jen is not here, and she was.
It definitely changes the tenor of the game.
Yes. And now we had less competition for most evil characters. So that's very
Exactly.
sad.
So much less competition.
No, I think I'm winning.
Yes. Evil
For
is
a
not a
while,
competition,
sure.
but you're winning. I like that we started super intense and then we sort of dropped off in intensity. I'm not really sure if that's bad though, because that's just the Apocalypse world and it sort of goes in and out. So that's all I had.
Okay. That's good. Thank you. Anybody want to step up, or should I call on someone?
Sure.
I have some personal ones where it's more like I felt like I wasn't bringing my A game because I was retired, I think. And I also wasn't pushing hard enough for the moves because that guy
Should have tried to like read person more, stuff like that. I was supposed to be sharp. I didn't roll a single roll.
Me neither.
Yeah,
Sad.
I think I could have done a better job of like monitoring that and calling it out. It just the scenes were flowing so interestingly.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was having the same problem. Like, well, I mean, if I can, like, if I have to force it in, I will. But I was sort of almost going for a read person, but then we still got a good deal out of it. So I was like, well.
Did get a good deal out of it. Like,
Yeah.
you could have gotten a better deal if you just kept talking.
Mhm.
I think I would have liked to have read some more people. And
Yeah.
also and I really wish I'd done something where I had to roll with hard. I think I mean it's not a big thorn, but I think I would have liked to have been pushed a little bit harder with my misses. I think
That's
I would
fair.
have liked because I mean this is mainly because of how hard you pushed the session before and how
I
great
know.
it
I
was.
set this
think I would-
high bar, and
I
then I
would have
didn't
been
meet
fairly
it this time.
happy with, having to really escape the candy falls. I don't know. But,
Yep, that's definitely a fair point. I think I set an expectation with a really good session, and I think I took the hand. I applied the brake a little bit this time, and I shouldn't have. But I did really like watching you squirm with like how are you going to deal.
oh no, I enjoyed squirming, so that's part of the.
But yeah, I didn't. It was always squirming. I never delivered a hammer blow. Absolutely, completely agree with you there. Cool. So yeah, I feel like I could have been harder in several different instances. Like I had in mind what I was setting up with the miss on augury, but I don't think I necessarily made it as immediate or irrevocable or horrific as you lose some sleep because it
I had a nice callback in the end. So
yeah, it's not done either. It's
no.
but okay. That's just thoughts I had. Let's flip to roses. Jules, what roses did you have?
It was fine. It was really cool to see Alex squirm. Being very uncomfortable in his place as most evil.
Yeah.
That was really sweet. No, it was really cool to see like the intensity ramp up and like also just the apocalypse world feeling of knowing like this entire settlement is just gonna burn.
Because I fell in love.
Imploding doom feeling is also just really nice. I like it.
Good.
Also, Vita Pigs.
Okay, good. I was worried. I wasn't sure from the reactions.
It was very silly, but it was cute.
I enjoyed Weetabix.
I enjoyed
I did
Weetabix.
not find him.
And there's
Oh,
always
that's-
you always need more minions for Alex to kill, so it's okay. Well,
Right.
Skarr.
Miles isn't there for him to
Mm.
boss round, so he
I
can.
forgot what I rolled on him. Did I get a 10 plus? Of a higher, or did I get a 9?
You got a 9. You got a 9.
You gave him the
okay.
plague, man.
Jan, what roses
Oh,
did you
yeah.
have?
I really enjoyed the fact that I got to interact with both of the other players and had some really good interaction with both of them. And like I was very happy with just getting some hooks and some negotiations with both of them.
I'm still just like, wow. Just wow. Oh, long shot. Yeah. I'm glad that worked out because I felt like I'm going to be a little ham-fisted, but I'm going to force 3 people into a thing. And
Yeah.
That was good. Like, I mean, it was like, yeah, now, and he walks into the bar, like, awesome, because then we can just keep going, and yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Mhm.
Good. Alex, what about you? What roses did you have?
I enjoyed the machinations of the second most evil character in the game. I was really enjoying all that. The start of the session. I think that was my highlight. Just that old, the bargaining for services rendered and smacking with them. I enjoyed that. I like that you insisted on that over the tender loving. No, I spiked you into the mic.
That was such a good rebuttal. She's surprisingly tender. Actually, you could say that you think it's tender, but I hit you with this microphone and bruised you with it.
I did like, even if the hammer never fell, I did like the awkwardness of just like, oh shit, oh, okay, now what do I? Okay, now what do I do? Okay, oh, okay, well, maybe I'm gonna be stuck in a room with a dead girl because but better than her ratting me out. Flight Dawn. I didn't get to, though I really enjoyed Ratfin got to have all the stuff with both of us. I didn't get any good long shot time.
Oh, that's coming.
But that's probably definitely coming. So.
It's coming if we game on the 17th. It'll definitely.
Yeah, I will definitely.
I offered up the option for you to instead of giving me some jingle to just go like and get long shot to just hand over the mic.
I'll trade you for that glove.
No. This is the only thing not getting me killed. I mean, it might also be the thing that kills me, but it's the thing that's keeping me alive. I'm trying to think of any other specific roses while I enjoyed Weed Pigs as well.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I can't think of anything specific at the moment. But yeah,
Okay.
I very much
Good
enjoyed
stuff.
myself.
Good stuff. Well, thank you guys for playing. It's going to be a few weeks before we meet up again, and when we do, we won't have Jules. We'll have Jim back, but we won't have Jules. Like, we're swapping J's. It sucks. Like, I want both. I'm selfish that way. I'm greedy. But this
All
was
3
fun.
J's.
It was a good one. Thank you all so much. I really enjoy Junk World, and I'll be a little harder on December 10th when we play again. Just a bit more difficult, and a little bit meaner.
Bring the pain.
I will. I'll bring the pain. I'll be thinking of you, Jules. You brought the pain this session.
Bring the pain for him.
Cool. I'm going to stop the broadcast here.